The majority of inbound traffic that we would see in our contact center services for our clients is majority it's complaints. It's folks that there was a defect in the process in the system, and I'm calling to complain about it. But just there are informational calls where I just want to clarify, this topic. And believe it or not, there is a small percentage of customers that call to compliment corporations and how the experience, and we call those praise calls. But even though people might say, oh, this is just a bunch of complaints, in the customer experience realm, we see a tremendous amount of value in those complaints because it's important to understand what's being complained about. And in terms of the order of magnitude, is this the #1 complaint by a long shot? Is it one of 4 things that we consistently see?
Yeah.
And how do we understand how we're executing across the different touch points? Because if we see there's certain topics that are getting complained about consistently, then you drill down one level more to say, where's that a problem?
Right.
So even though, like you said, it's sort of, there's great data in there, and at the end of the day, and I'm sure you'll get to it in a bit, is how much data is being created by companies today, and how do you leverage that data asset to get to some insight?
Right.
We're seeing social media just explode, and there was a time when it was just a channel where there was communication, and you might say something about a brand, and it was just sort of you complaining to the marketplace about it, and that was it. But we're seeing brands be very intentional now and watching for that and engaging. And in fact, the social media practice really is 2 things. The first is looking at ratings and the numbers, the 1 stars, the 2 stars, the 3 stars on Yelp, Google, Facebook, TripAdvisor, et cetera, because those numbers mean something, and it gets back to that data asset. So trying to figure out what's the value of an extra half a star in your aggregate ratings. That's an important part, and we just refer to that as social ratings. But the other piece that I alluded to just a moment ago is the social media monitoring, or what maybe people call social care. It's actually waiting for a consumer to say, I had a really bad experience with brand. And the consumer now doesn't just do that because they want to get something off their chest. They're actually saying, hey brand, react to me. I'm complaining about you. I actually want you to engage me, almost as if I picked up the phone to call you and talk to your contact center agent. And so the companies most companies are starting to pick up on this, and they're deploying. We do a lot of this work, and it's growing dramatically with a lot of our client base, but even companies that don't work with us understand the value of, trying to get something before it goes viral, trying to talk to a consumer, make sure they take that offline, resolve it, and I guess call it customer recovery, trying to recover that customer so you protect the lifetime value of that person.